Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream, as Carly makes fun of me for saying that every time I start up my stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing Prism, so yeah, strap in for that. I tried to play a game beforehand to, like, kind of just get a little familiar with Prism and, like, you know, make sure that, like, everything was, like, working up here mentally, but we'll see tonight. I'm sure I'll make a lot of, we'll make a lot of misplays tonight. Chocolate over coconuts. Listen, I like chocolate more than I like coconut, I think, although coconut cream pie is where it's at. I have to agree. And Kyle Clash of Clans stream, wouldn't hold your breath, bro. Wouldn't hold your breath, fam. Is that a new troop? It's something, all right. Yo, Chips, what's up, dude? Josh, I was reading your messages before the stream started, and bro, it sounds like you are getting kind of rolled by Levia today. Dude, I have to say, like, I think Prism, like, I think Prism, like, or I'm sorry, I think KO is, like, in a good spot, but I'm not gonna lie, I do think that Reinar's in a better spot, and, like, I know that, like, I was talking to Scowling about that earlier, and he was, like, you know, saying that he thinks that KO's in a better spot, and I don't know, like, I'm not gonna say he's, like, just wrong flat out, because KO's great, but man, like, I think Reinar is in a really good spot for the metagame right now. Excuse me. I too love cream pies. Jesus, get out of here, bro. I think you meant she's a mean mistress there, Josh, but if you meant mattress, then you're gonna have to expand on that. I'm good, Chips. I'm good, man. I appreciate you asking, dude. I hope you're doing well as well, man. Welcome to the best deck in the format. We'll see about that, Caleb. We'll see about that, bro. We will see about that. I am excited, though. I have to admit, I do enjoy Prism. I think she's a really fun hero, and I think she offers a lot of, like, thought-provoking lines and, like, intricate play patterns. So I'm curious to see how the games go today. I got this list from excuse me, I got this list from Slip. He sent me this list, and it has auras and heralds are the two matchups. So I don't know, like, it has a 42 card main deck, and, like, everything else is sideboarded. So I'm really curious to see how this goes. Do we just want to go first against everything? Like, is that the play? Like, I think we just want to go first against everything as Prism. I would assume this is a Herald's matchup as opposed to an Aura's matchup, but I really don't know. So I don't know. We'll we'll try it like this and see what happens. Even Ethan has those days, bro. Ethan, I'm sure, like, every Levia player has those days. Let's see. Start a prediction. Will I win this game? Yes or no? Bet those channel points. You got 5 minutes if you're hanging out on Twitch. We're going to get it started right now. Kyle with the double support. Let's go. I appreciate it. You go second for the setup? Ooh, interesting. I would have thought that I wanted to go first for the setup as well, so that I could set up auras. Dominite. Oh, they're playing Great Axe? This should be interesting. Yo, Trent, what's up, dude? I mean, you can instant auras, but, like, if you're forced to block, like, you're in a bad spot, right, Caleb? I mean, I'm going to defer to you guys on this one. Like, you guys are definitely playing more Prism than me, but, like, I don't know. I know that old Prism wanted to go first for sure. I'm sorry, is that Heart and Cross Trap? Also, I don't have the game on. I'm sorry. I did not change the scene. That's my bad, guys. That's my bad. Time to bank points. Get out of here, Josh. Putting 5K on black. Hell yeah. Yeah, Justin, thanks for letting me know the game wasn't on the screen. I totally did not catch that. I'm sorry. Are you giving me equipment, bro? Okay, so since he gave me equipment, are we throwing 7 here? Like, let's go. As the kids say, fuck it, we ball. We'll watch the VOD today. It was super fun. Oh, dude, thanks, man. No. Dude, I completely get it, man. We had a lot of fun playing that game last night, dude. Like, that game was really cool. It was definitely less, like haha, like, style moments and, like, you know, like, less, like, goofy stuff happening, I felt like, in a way out, but it was definitely a lot of fun to play last night. We really enjoyed it. Like, it just felt like It Takes Two was, like, a lot goofier and, like, a lot, like there was just more, like, haha moments. So I don't know. I haven't lost 8 life. I start at 32. I start at 32, Kyle. Oh. I think Carly definitely has a biased take. Based, as Taylor would say. All right. Well, I mean, we got every card out of their hands, so Betsy's fam. Listen, you banking points on me losing with heroes I don't play that often is probably a pretty good bet, Josh. I won't lie to you, man. I will not lie to you, fam. That's probably a pretty good bet. We are going to do our best, though. I will tell you that. What is all my glasses? Maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. So the hero actually starts at 32. So like if you look like in the middle, like where there's like on the hero card, Kyle, there's like that little green like little symbol and it says 32. That's just what the hero starts with. Most people start with 40, but like sometimes like they start with 32. And this happens to be one of the heroes that starts at 32. So Prism has some pretty dumb things she does. So like she starts at 32 to kind of like balance the game out a little bit, I think. Everything lethal. It does leave a lot of room for me and Carly to make jokes. Like it was, I don't know, it was a really cool game. And it's a nerf from that hero. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like that is 100% what it is. I think we got to be blocking here, fam. I think we're just blocking 2. We can Arsenal the Yellow Herald and try to set up next turn. Maybe I'm supposed to Arsenal the Wartune Herald here. Not sure. Dude, Harrison was killing me with that, bro. When he was like, now Kith. That was so funny last night. Had Carly laughing too pretty hard last night. We could also activate Halo here if we wanted to. I don't know if like we want to activate Halo here, but like I don't know if this is a good turn for Halo. Like we could put a card from your hand into your hero soul if it's a light card, draw card. So I mean we could go get a, we could put Herald of Protection in there. Like, we could put Herald of Protection in there, and then we could go get a Figment, and then we also get to draw a card to Arsenal something, and we're not going to use Spell Void this game, so that's not bad, honestly. Live look at Tyson talking trash to Jake Paul mid-fight. Oh, that's so funny. All right, Caleb says he wouldn't activate Halo here. I'm curious to know, like, when you want to activate Halo. Like, I don't know, like, what the window for activating Halo is. Like, I don't really know when we're looking for it. We do have the Rapture. The last game I played, we have Vestige of Soul, which was really interesting. If you use Halo wrong, you will lose. It's like Flesh Bag. Huh. Interesting. Halo Control is important later? Interesting. All right. I mean, that's fine. Like, it's not like I need to do that or anything. Like, I just figured, like, maybe, like, we had the option there. Maybe we should just throw it out there. I'm not sure. Big turns. So Trent says big turns and Caleb says big turns. And Josh says use it wrong and we lose. Okay, well, let's not lose. Let's try to win the first one tonight. My problem is that I'm a Guardian main and I like to block. Listen, fam, I do like to block. I am a big fan of blocking. I won't lie to y'all. I mean, if we block with Wartune Herald, we can pitch Passing Mirage to throw... Actually, we can lead on the Erudition and then throw Protection. So I think we should block here. I think this is fine. Seems like a pretty good hand for us here. So, I mean, that makes sense. Like, if we need something to hit there, he's going to wager a gold with us. All right, that's fine. Pitching a cash-in. Okay. Okay, so he gets to push through damage. I feel like when we start to set up auras, we'll be in a... I feel like we'll be in a pretty good spot. Like when we get to set up a couple auras, we'll like start to take over a game a little bit. Oh, use Goliath Gauntlet for Erudition? That's actually a really good call. Yeah. Can't pitch passing? Okay, so we have to pitch the Triumph first, right? Yeah, so we crack Goliath Gauntlet. We throw the Erudition. This gives it go again. And then we can pitch Passing Mirage to gain an action point back and play Herald of Protection. So this is probably a take tempo kind of game, kind of hand. I'm really intrigued by this cross trap. Like, I really got to know what that's for. All right, teach me a hard Prism lesson. Hit me with it, Josh. Hit me with it, fam. They target an angel with go again by using it to get the Figment of Ravages and kill the ward. Oh, that's true. I'm glad you said that, Trent. That's something important to keep in mind for tonight. That is very important to keep in mind for tonight. So depending on what we draw, we could flip this angel and then like attack with it and then play Passing Mirage, and then we have an angel and a Passing Mirage on board. Like, that could be pretty good, because I mean, like, they are on some number of poppers, even if it's only like 3 or 6. They're on some number of poppers, right? Life total ain't real with Prism. All right. So I like the spirit here, fam. I like the spirit here, but I don't know about that. So if I get a protection here, we could get a war, ravages. I mean, I think protection's just the best one to get here. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to struggle tonight. I think that's like what makes... I think that's the idea of like what makes this fun for a lot of people, is that everyone knows I'm going to struggle with this. So I think we flip and attack and then throw Herald of Protection, Arsenal the Soul Shield. Because this is going to be free. And then, right? If there's a yellow card in your pitch zone. So this is going to be 4 go again, and then we can also throw this. You usually go protection, then Erudition. So... Oh, you're talking about the angels. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. And if we had been able to like really like utilize the Ponder this turn, I think that like that would have like getting the Erudition one would have been good. But I like getting this one a lot because being able to make Spectral Shields is broken. Yeah, to get first. Okay. I mean, that's true. So, Josh, I don't know if you saw the conversation that people were having earlier, but that was like a whole conversation that they were having earlier in the Discord. Is it's like Prism is a great example of like Prism and Cano are like the 2 best examples of if you have life, you're not dead. Like, and it's so true. It is so true. And then I think we're just supposed to throw the protection here instead of like playing the Passing Mirage. We could have played the Passing Mirage here, but I think this is just... I think throwing 6 is just a little better. Also, like, I feel like this is like a pretty favored matchup for us. I could be wrong. Caleb, is this a good matchup for us? Like, Warrior's a good matchup, right? I mean, yeah. No, I know why you said it. Life total doesn't matter until it does. Like, life total doesn't matter until it does. Yeah, when we played like Olympia, when we played like Dagger Olympia in this matchup, like I remember like we were like kind of getting bullied a little bit. I mean, I don't really understand why he blocked with... I mean, we can just deal an arcane damage to him, I guess. We have no reason to get the Erudition or really the Judgment or anything. I mean, we could have broken the chain and then did this, I guess. Or I'm sorry, get the Rebirth and put it back on top. But I think we'll just go here. Oh, I guess we were supposed to save that one for if we need to like kill their turn. I guess Trent was just telling me about that, and I just completely like Yeah, that wasn't my best play, I don't think. Not many poppers and can go on big turns. Yeah, I probably should have saved that. That's okay. That's okay. We're okay. So I think we're just going to go ahead and throw the Angel here first. So if I throw the... I mean, we could just play Arclight and pass if we wanted to. I don't hate that. I think we're just going to pitch the Arclight this turn. I mean, yeah, sure. Let's make some Spectral Shields. What the hey? You would have just played ALS and passed here? Okay. I mean, that's fair. Like, I don't think that's a bad play. And, like, I'm, like, I don't know. Like, I think, like, we set the game up in, like, a good place. We just want to play more offense here. That's what I would think here. I would love to have, like, a Parable of Humility. Let's pitch the Soul Shield. We already have a Soul Shield. 5, go again, Dominite. Yeah, I think you can really, like, if you're playing, like, a lot of auras, I think you can bully a lot of the... I think you can bully a lot of the Guardian players that aren't, like, experienced in the matchup if you have, like, the aura plan. Especially if you have Iris, in my opinion. But... and fix our hand. I mean, that's fair. That's why playing the ALS makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, also, like, Merciful Retribution is absolutely insane against, like, all the Guardian players because it turns all their poppers into, like, we still get to do stuff anyway. Which is crazy. There's nothing we want to do in response here. Or beforehand, I guess. So... we can block with a Cataclysm here. I think Cataclysm is like a popper that, like, you just get to play in the deck. Oh, a little cross-strap action, huh? A little cross-strap action? Bro, what? I mean... we play the Soul Shield, lose a Spectral Shield. Pitching the Cataclysm. I mean, don't lose track of your Figments. I mean, what do you mean? Like, are you talking about where they are at in the deck? If you're talking about where they're at in the deck, Josh, then, like, bro, like, dude, not even remotely going to pretend that I'm up here with that for you guys. Do they crack cross-strap and then just pass? Okay. I don't really know what our opponent's up to over there. That was weird. Oh, how many there are left in the deck? I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense, Josh. Ah! No, my chapstick. Listen, boys, I die without my chapstick. Yeah, I agree, Trent, from your message like a minute ago, that, like, the concept of like just how broken Merciful Retribution is, like, I think really, like, put that in perspective for people. Yeah, I mean, we'll pay. Pitching Cataclysm. And then we'll just attack for 4. I mean, like, we have 4 Spectral Shields in play and, like, a ward thing, so, like, we're just trying to apply pressure where we can. And we're sitting on a Soul Shield, which is basically a get-out-of-jail-free card at this point in time, so... Did I ruin the end of the turn combo? Was I supposed to Halo there? Oh, I could have Haloed for the -1. That would have been insane, actually. Never mind. Yeah, that would have been really good. Being able to Halo for the -1/1 right there would have been... Wait, would it have mattered? Oh, it was a triumph. Yeah. Never mind. Yep. All right, there's punt number 1, boys. There's punt number 1. Yeah, that would have been really good. Oh, what's this? Well, we're going to see what they do. I don't know, they like wasted cross trap. Yeah, we definitely learning tonight, fam. I'll tell you that for sure. We definitely learning tonight. Prism is not my strong suit. I have not played Prism actively since OG Prism hit LL. So this is going to be for 7. I can block with the Schultz, with the Soul Shield. So if I block with the Soul Shield here, I can... That'll get diminished to 3, and then I'll blow up the Spectral Shields. And then I can pitch Ravages to play Triumph. I mean, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, she seems tough to pick up, honestly. You got told about their turn combo, then got the Figment and ruined it. I mean, like, I feel like we're like already kind of set up. I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess that was a punt. Like, I don't know. Let's pitch Triumph here. And we get to lose our Spectral Shields, which, like, I think is fine. Our opponent's, like, blocking a whole bunch. Triumph won't work? What do you mean? Are you talking about the... No, I'm talking about attacking with this. Like attacking with the Herald of Triumph here. And then I guess I have to pitch the Angelic Wrath, actually. Because I want Go Again. I have to pitch the Angelic Wrath here. Yeah. I mean, I think we kind of like a little bit of a free one here. Oh, gotcha. No, not the Figment. But I think that's like, the Figment is all attacks, right? It just says attacks have -1. Oh, like haloing the Figment? I mean, we just taking 6 here, fam? I mean, more cards you block with, fine. Like, it's perfectly fine with me. We've already brought the game back a lot. Like, they've dealt 9 to us, and we've dealt 14 to them. So we've already brought the game back in a big way here. Wonder if they have another D-React here. Good moves by pitching the yellow. Yeah, let's just try not to throw this game away before we start. Oh, like we're like a few turns into this. Let's try not to like just completely punt this one away. I mean, we can Rebirth to like... Erudition is pretty good, actually. Yeah, let's get the Erudition because we want the Ponder. And then we're going to swing the... I mean, yeah, like, let's go ahead and get rid of a card and make 2 more Spectral Shields. Like, yeah, deal. Deal, ski fam. Yeah, Erudition looking good here. The second you face Guardian or Brute, I'm betting all my points. Listen, I think that the Auras plan is pretty good into Guardian players. Especially if Guardian players like don't respect the Auras. I think that they make a lot of mistakes that way. So I don't know. Like I'm intrigued to see how the Guardian matchup goes tonight. Now, I mean, the Brute matchup I think is abysmal for me because I mean, it's probably you probably play it the same way you do the Guardian matchup. I mean, sure, we'll Arsenal that. That's fine. No, there's no switchboard here. Like we have the like we have the auras, but we don't actually have like we don't have like Iris to swap into. It's straight lag. This is a list from RT in season that Slip hooked me up with, so we about to see. What is that? +2 and Dominite. Must be Italian. So what is this going to be for 6? Okay. I don't really know what my opponent's up to here. I haven't been losing against Guardians now that I'm on solo Luminaris. So you feel like you're having a good game plan even though like you're on like just solo Luminaris? So if I block Herald of Ravages, I'm going to block 2 and then I can lose my Angel here. I think that's fine. Like, we get to pitch Angelic Wrath to throw Herald of Triumph, and then we get to gain our action point back and throw Tenacity here. Not a big fan of losing the Angel, but I think it's fine. Yeah, we have the auras for the matchup here, but like swung Erudition and then drawing cards to swing either other Angel or Herald depending on the draw. Oh, Trent, that was a good catch. That would have been really good here. I mean, we could start out the turn by just awakening Erudition, but we don't have 2 cards in the soul, so we'd have to activate Halo if we wanted to go that route. This turn, like we could have done that last turn. Like, yeah, you're absolutely right. But if we were going to do it this turn, so if we pitch Herald of Tenacity to activate this, put Herald of Protection in, we can go get something. We can... we can't draw cards if we go that route, so we could go get another Figment if we wanted to. I mean, that's true. We could also awaken it afterwards if something does hit. So let's just pitch the Angelic Wrath here. Like, I think if we pitch the Angelic Wrath and just come in for 5, making their, like, 6 poppers worse. They've shown us that they're on, like, some of the Wage cards. Like, that they're on Wage Vigor. So they're probably on Wage Agility, if I had to guess. They might be on, like, CNC or something like that. I don't know. My heart is in Havana. Nah. Block 5. I mean, then let's just throw Tenacity here. Like, there's no reason to, like, really go about, like, making anything here. Like, they've already given us a popper this turn, so... yeah, we're not... it does... the matchup when we're playing Herald's called for Rapture, not Imposing Visage. Did not call for Visage in this... and when we're playing the Herald style list. As like, when we play the... when we play... the auras list, that is when it calls for playing, that's when it calls for playing Visage. But when we're playing Heralds, it calls for Rapture. This is an L I don't own. I should probably just buy it. What yellow card can we put on top? No, I'm looking at this one. It's an action card specifically. So, like, literally only the Herald of Tenacity. I mean, let's just make a Courage token, I guess. I don't know. I don't really want to awaken anything for free, if I'm being honest. I think we'll just pass. Yeah, yeah. Imposing, is that what it's called? Am I thinking of the right thing? Is it called imposing visage? Vestige of soul. I'm sorry. Imposing visage is like the guardian search card, isn't it? Like that's like the thing that searches for an aura or something crazy. My opponent's just passing. What kind of nonsense are they up to over there? I think we start by throwing this for 8, right? So we throw this for 8 and see what they do. And then if this hits, we get to put this into our soul, flip Erudition for free, pitching the Herald of Triumph, and we get to draw 2 cards. Yeah, Vestige of Soul, thank you. That's the card I was looking for. Bro, just like getting like I can't get the Victor deck off my mind, fam. Dude, Victor deck's favorite deck I played in a long time. Favorite deck I played in a long time. That's right, Drew's command. Cut that stinky cheese, son. Our opponent's making some very interesting decisions here. They're also playing Rising Energy, which I don't know if that, I don't know why they're playing that card. Okay. I mean... I don't know. Secretly hates the Fi season? Bro, I love Fi. Fi's one of my favorite heroes I've ever played. Get out of here with that nonsense. Let's flip Erudition. We will attack with Erudition, pitching the Triumph, and it's going to have go again. We will banish a card to draw 2 cards. Num, 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 num. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Dude, I do play in the Victor mindset a lot. So it's funny that like when you talk about that, I feel like, I played 5 for so long. I played 5 for months. That was all I really played was 5 competitively. Excuse me. And then when I transitioned to try to play Victor, there were so many games when I would be like, no, Zach, you have to block here. No, Zach, you have to block here. I was just being like, no blocks. And just staring at people. And I was like, no, that's just wrong. I mean, even if we throw this, it doesn't matter, right? There's no reason to throw this here. We've already thrown a Herald, so, we can't, really do anything crazy here. This is the extent of, our bonkers banana stuff here. We'll just throw the protection, I guess. It just makes an extra spectral shield. Prism's gonna have what with me? You talking about, all I do is, think about, how to play Prism? Prism is a really fun deck, honestly. I think Prism is, really cool. I do thoroughly enjoy Prism. Don't know if they understand how poppers work or not. But, yeah. And then I can throw this. I mean, sure. Bro, I like Prism. I think Prism's fun. I played OG Prism, a lot when I first got into the game. Just because, excuse me. Just because, so Prism was the first hero that I ever learned about that played on both sides of the turn cycle. Not very often, granted, but it did from time to time. And so I was always a big fan of it. It would just pass, I guess. I don't know. I was always a big fan of OG Prism because she played on both sides of the turn cycle. And I really enjoyed that she played at instant speed when she needed to. You're finally off Dromai? What took you off Dromai, man? Are you playing Prism now? Are you on Prism all the time now? Yeah, some hands you can't block with Prism, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of, fam. That is I cannot say I'm a huge fan of that. I mean, we're just pitching the Triumph here to... No, I mean, I guess we can put this into play. Pitch the Soul Shield. Think is better. Oh, yeah. Draw some cards. Num, 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 num. You love to see it. You love to see it. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't really matter, but... Was sick of being 10th? I mean, hey, man, that's fair. Like, I get it. Like, it's tough, like, always being the bridesmaid, man. I do understand. I mean, a lot of people are talking about her, like, actually, like, LLing, and I'm kind of like you, man. I'm honestly not convinced that she's going to. What are we pitching here? I don't know. I don't think it really matters at this point. But I'm kind of like you, like, Jason, I'm going to be honest, man. I don't really think that, like, Dromai's on her way out the door. I mean, I think Dromai is going to, like, have a good showing because, like, you know, like, the people like Mara, Aaron Chance, like you, like, all these people who, like, live for Dromai, you know, like, and, you know, like, I think that, like, they'll have a good showing because, like, they're really good Dromai players. But I also think that there's, like, a lot of, like, skill gap there. Playing the Angelic Wrath was so unnecessary. Oh, they just said good game. I'm sorry, opponent. I didn't mean to, like, BM you. That was not in any way my goal there. I apologize. Was not trying to, like, BM my opponent there. But I guess I should have just waited for them to play the Sink Below or something there. I don't know. I would join the Dory game, but, like, it just seems like that also seems like BM because, like, I've been told by a lot of people that, like, Dory just kind of, like, gets rickrolled by Prism. I don't know if that's still true with this Prism, but I know it used to be true with the old Prism. All right, let's see. Finish our prediction. Yes, we won a game. Let's go. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. I'm sorry. Is this a good matchup for me? Do we want Prisms here? Or do we want Heralds? Do we want Prisms? We want Heralds here, right? Which was the player base? I don't want people to switch over to whatever performs best at BT. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense that people will do that. Is there any card we want in the deck here? Yeah, we do want the Heralds. I assume we just want to race them here. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get this prediction going. If you're hanging out on Twitch tonight, we're gonna get another prediction going here. Will I win this game? Yes or no? You have 5 minutes to decide. The game might be over by then. Do we have any Arcane Barrier? Oh, no, I have Null Rune Gloves I didn't bring in. Nah. Yeah. Should have brought in the old Null Rune Gloves there. We had AB1. Not that, like, I think AB1 is, like, really the difference in, like, us winning or losing this game, but... I'm not sure what Chorus of Iron Song is, cost you. But, I mean, I believe that. I just know that, like, back in the day, like... Dory used to absolutely get, like, dumpstered by Prism. Is it correct to just crack Halo on turn 0? Actually, we have Spell Void 2 here, don't we? So we don't really want to crack that? Let's go. They went triple bottom and one on top. What? Oh, no. Well, we'll get an action point back and throw the War Tune Herald here. See if they want to block this or not. I mean, they're going to try and deny us, like, Angels, right? Uh-oh. Now they're just going to block 6. I assume. Like, they just want to deny us Angels here, I assume, is like their game plan here. Okay. So we can go get a Figment of Erudition. Now, the question here that I have for you guys is, do I want to flip? Or do I just want to wait? I mean, I guess we actually have Spell Void 3, I guess, if you count like the word 1 there. Just throw Heralds and flip when you can. And flip when you can. Alright, well, let's flip now, I guess. If it's flip when you can. I'm curious to know if you guys think this was wrong or not. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to take some damage on their turn and then not do this? I don't know. Ew, why do we have Soul Shields in? I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's correct. So do they just take... alright. So we're going to pitch the... I mean, we just want to use Gauntlet, right? Like, we just want to use Goliath Gauntlet here. I mean, I guess we're looking to throw things and make things happen here. I guess we're gonna go get protection. Seems okay. We're going to flip protection. Attack with protection here. Ooh, are they going to end my turn? Ooh, I wasn't thinking about this. This I was not thinking about. They have to have more than Ether Dart here. Figment of War? I think so. I think that's in here. So this is going to kill the Angel here, which means I'm going to lose Go again here. So I should have thrown the Wartune Herald. That was not a smart play on my part. Oh, I guess we can do that? Is there ever a window where we can actually use that on them, Caleb? I mean, we could just go ahead and activate this if we wanted to. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'd rather just have the Spell Void 2 here. I don't know. Like, Spell Void 2 is just so good, I feel like. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Good turn for them. Are they playing Ether Arc? Is that the new card? Ooh, interesting. Right, but if they're going to play their card, like they can just play them all as instants, right? So like it doesn't matter. Is what I'm saying here? Is that just wrong? And if that is just wrong, that's perfectly fine. I'm just curious. The crazy part is, like, with everybody playing, like, with everybody picking up on Prism a little bit here, I would be surprised, absolutely zero, if Prism top 8'd LA. When I made the comment, like, when the stream title was named, like, that Prism is a dark horse for LA, I was not lying about that. That was not clickbait. And then we're going to use this as Spell Void too. I mean, that's fine. So we block 3. I mean, maybe they just wanted to get those out of the way. I don't know. Like, I'm bringing Prism, but I'm a calling gamer. Oh man, when are you heading to LA, Jason? Is Naib going as well? Oh, instead of using the Spell Void, I could use it to block more. That would have been pretty good. Yeah, that would have been a really solid play. Fortunately for me, I don't think I'm dead here. You're leaving on Wednesday night? Well, dude, that's awesome, man. Dude, I hope you guys have a great time, man. I hope I get to see you guys on camera, honestly. Drew, I love that comment. I also love this community, fam. I mean, we're just supposed to play this, right? Just push more damage here. Like, just push more damage. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Triumph, Ravages, or War. I guess War is better, right? Because it's a courage token. We could flip, or I could just throw 6 and make a Spectral Shield. I mean, I can flip too, right? Like, it doesn't matter. We get to flip either way. Oh, they're just dead. Never mind. Never mind. They're dead. Ignore me. They're dead. Ignore me, chat. They're dead. I didn't realize that they were just dead. All right, well, we've gotten 2 pretty good matchups in a row here to start this off, man. You love to see it. 2-0 with the old Prism deck, huh? Did we even have enough time to go by to let everybody vote on the prediction here? Choose outcome. Yeah, we're gonna win. Let's go, fam. 2-0. Well, let's let the good times roll, I guess, here. So, Caleb mentioned this a minute ago, and I'm hoping that someone can explain it to me in like a way that I'll understand, because I'm a little confused. Oh God, here we go. This is an Auras matchup, I'm pretty sure. How does using Halo let us flip a card face down? I understand the interaction that we go get whatever it's called, and it turns what card in their arsenal upside down. When we crack Halo, they're going to respond by playing their cards from their banish zone. So I don't understand how that's actually going to help us there. So like that's what I'm really confused about, like how that actually help us. It only works if he Canos more than once. Sure, when it enters, he does it. Like, we just do it when it enters. I understand that, but, like, isn't a good Cano player just going to respond to me cracking it by playing their cards? You do it versus Katsu? Now, doing it versus Katsu sounds actually crazy. So, I'm pretty sure this is an Auras matchup. We just need to set up the Auras to make this work for us. All right, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right, let's get another prediction going here. Let's get another prediction. If you're hanging out on Twitch, prediction time. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because you activate after reaction to the Cano. So even in reaction to the Cano, they can just play it, right? Like, is that 2 no blocks? I mean, we could have blocked with the red Triumph and put in the Figment there, I guess. Like, if we wanted to. I don't really know that that's what we want to do on turn 0. I like the idea of this. Okay, I see. So we're looking for like a specific window here. And that's fair. That makes total sense. That makes total sense. I'm just curious to know, like, if I'm like, because like they can play things in response. So, but no, that makes a lot of sense. I appreciate you guys clearing that up and saving and explaining that to me. Listen, Robert, you can definitely tell watching me tonight, I am not a Prism gamer, fam, and I haven't been since OG Prism was in the format. Okay. Okay. I'd personally never do that versus Cano. I mean, that's fair. And like, Jason, to be honest, man, like, you're someone who I would take advice from, like, when it comes to, like, almost any illusionist. Because, like, I've watched you play Dromai and Prism a lot, like, over, you know, the, like, time that I've known you. And we draw another popper out. No, we're not going to pay to gain our action point back. Thank you, though. I appreciate you asking, though, game. I mean, this could very well be a block with some cards. Oh, a little yellow pummel action, huh? All right, so if we block with War-Tune Herald, I can throw Herald of Protection, gain our action point back, and play Passing Mirage. Or I can block 6, play Passing Mirage, and pass. I kind of like that, if I'm being honest. Like, just like keeping our life total up here. We'll play the Passing Mirage, and then we'll just Arsenal the Herald of Protection. Roll 1. Damn. We play it ourselves, boys. We play it ourselves. Well, there goes Passing Mirage. Oh, classic. Classic. Hey, what's up, Havoc? How are you, brother? You doing all right tonight, man? Dang, never lucky. I don't really think we want to block with 2 cards here. So let's map out our hand here. If I block with Herald of Triumph, that's fine because I pitch Cataclysm to play Herald of Protection. If this gets popped, I pitch this to gain my action point back and throw the War-Tune Herald. So I'm only taking 3 here. And I get to do this. I think it's fine. So somebody asked me earlier, Ahmad, if this is the Prism Lockdown deck, and I'm not really sure what that means, if I'm just being honest, brother. I'm not really sure what people mean when they're asking me that question. Like if there's like some kind of like it sounds like there's some kind of Prism deck I'm not aware of. Maybe one I should be aware of. Sounds like something that like, I don't know, like, are you talking about like the deck that like loops ALS? And like puts it back into play? Because if that's what you mean, then yes, like we do have the capability to loop ALS in this deck. So I know that you can loop ALS with the Angel. I did not know that there was another way to do it, if I was being honest. I mean, if I block 3, I can put Merciful into play and pass. Or is it better to block 3, throw Triumph for 6, and then Arsenal this? I think that's a pretty good play. I think that's an okay play. Relaxing after work, waiting on cookies. Oh, dude, listen, waiting on cookies. You're talking my language now, Havoc. I'm all about some cookies now. Oh, the tome just lets you go crazy. Yeah, I noticed I almost ran out of cards earlier in a game that I played before the stream with the deck to like make sure that I kind of like understood what was going on. I noticed that like I almost ran out of cards in the match I was playing there. I mean, I think it seems like getting fatigued with this deck is a real thing that can happen. Okay. Like to be able to Arsenal this, and then I'd really like to find a turn where I can put something like decent into play. This hand is not great because it does not block very well. I mean, I guess I can block 6 and then I can throw the Merciful into play. I could play Parable right now if I wanted to. Or I guess I'm not going to get to block anything if they take all my cards. Seems like a hard matchup. This seems like a hard matchup, fam. I can see that, Ahmad. So I remember, like, I actually, I had a buddy, who he was like a friend of a friend who was diagnosed with ALS, which is why I know what you're talking about. Like, I know what ALS is. They do like a race every year. In our town, I think, or in a town close to us, like to support people with ALS, I think. So I've actually heard of that before. But yeah, I can imagine that, like, from you working in the medical profession, it is weird to hear that for sure. I mean, we could just put Humility into play. I think if we put Humility into play, we can like try to get this into play. we can try to get the Arclight Sentinel in, or I'm sorry, we can try to get the Merciful into play and then try to make something happen from there, but I'm not sure. We're going to have to try and find a window to crawl back into this game where we can punish our opponent. But I don't think that's going to be necessarily easy to do. I mean, we could just flash in this, right? Like, we could just flash in the ALS here. Although ALS isn't exactly free because of scabs. I don't know. Let's just not let them take our cards. Let's just put this into play and see what happens here. Yeah, so they're going to pitch their 2 reds to attack the Arclight Sentinel. I really wish we would have had that in play to be able to do that, but we're just going to pass back to them here. Na 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 na, oh na 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 na. I mean, ideal situation would be that like they attack this at the end of their turn, so that I can actually flash in the Genesis and then put like a Herald into my soul. Oh god, that is not an ideal turn for us. Is there anything we can do to like try and stop this? Like, I guess we could go get the -1 here, right? Like, I mean, we might be in a window where we have to do something. So if I go and I get... So activate this, pitching to Genesis, and we put the Herald of Tenacity, or I'm sorry, the Tenacity into our hero's soul, and we can go get the -1 effect. I have no idea if this is correct, but like... The Triumph is going to give us more value, I think, here, so I think we're better off. I could also go get the Rebirth and put the Arclight back on top, but I don't think that's that good in this matchup. I don't know. Who do I think wins PTLA? If I was going to put money on who wins PTLA, I would say Rhinar, if I'm being honest. That would be like my #1 pick. I think Rhinar has the most play into the entire metagame that's not Katsu. So, I would say Rhinar. Boo! We need our opponent to like roll a 1. I think it was pretty, I don't know, like they should have at least thrown a claw at me first, I think, and then rolled. So they're gonna kill the Parable, which is a big Sag. Like, do I just want to put this into play? I could flip for free here. Oh yeah, Vestige lets me pitch extra, which is kind of cool. I was not thinking about that, but that is cool nonetheless. So we're going to go to 10, and then we're going to flip. Oh. Oh, we don't have the... Never mind. We don't have what I was looking for right there. So we actually can't flip. I can throw the Herald of Triumph here, though. This is actually pretty good, which means this is really solid for us here. But you're not playing Rhinar? Robert, I think you meant that as a compliment. I'm not sure. What do you let me know, what do you guys think is going to win the PT? Let me know in the chat. I want to know what you guys think is going to win the PT here. Let's talk about this. What's going to win LA? Cuz I'm honestly convinced that like Rhinar is like one of the best position decks going into LA. I definitely should have flipped there, I think. God, a 5 and 2 4s? Like, bro, just roll a 2 or something. Like, you've literally had a way to kill my, like, my stuff every time, bro. A Guardian? Okay, I'm down for that. I mean, listen, I'm all about some Guardian action, so... So, pay 2 to flip, pitching this. Pay 2 to attack. So, if I go to 7, I can give all of his stuff -1 and then throw Erudition with the Gauntlet and get some equipment out, hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, let's banish a card. It's until the end of his next turn, right? Until the start of my next turn. Yeah. Ooh, Cano. Interesting. That's a spicy one, Kostya. I kind of like that, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, big Sag. How dare they block efficiently? I don't like that. Let's Arsenal the Erudition. I think it's better. Jesus, bro. Do not leave me with a Soul Shield, fam. Like, if you leave me with just a Soul Shield, I'm gonna be very not happy. Attacking me? Alright, so... Crazy part's we could just be dead. We'll pitch the Soul Shield to play the Soul Shield here and just cover this up. And then we'll put something into our soul. Yeah, we're gonna take 1 here. Maybe I'm supposed to block with the... and now we're dead. Big Sag. Yeah, I definitely should have blocked with the footsteps there. On the claw, but yeah, that was terrible. Man, how do people win that matchup? I mean, there are definitely a lot better players out there than me playing Prism for sure, but like, man, felt like my back was against the wall that whole game. Like, I kept trying to look for a window to like try to put 2 auras into play or like try to make something happen, and like there was just never a window where I could make that happen. I don't know. That was tough. That was a tough scene right there, boys. 2-1. All right, 2-1. We're gonna try not to let it all fall downhill after I win 2 games here. This is what happened the other night playing Katsu. I started out like 2-0, and then like it all just kind of like fell apart slowly after that. We're gonna try not to let that happen tonight. I do think that the Prism deck has a like lot of like play. Like honestly, like I think there's a lot of like is this a Auras matchup? I mean, we want to go first here because of what we're playing against. But like this feels like an Auras matchup. I think this is an Auras matchup here, if I had to guess here. It's also like feels like a terrible matchup. Like I don't know why my opponent like cherry picked this game. This feels like they're having a bad day here. And they just decided to cherry pick this game because, like, from what I've been told, this is not a fun matchup at all. All right, if you're hanging out on Twitch, we're gonna run another prediction. Will I win this game? So throw those channel points out there. Yeah, talk about a bad matchup is right. This does not feel good at all. We're just gonna put ALS into play, and I'm just gonna pass. Like, seems fine to me. I forgot to bring in Arcane Barrier again. Like a complete boob. Complete boob. We are going to flash this in. That's the second time I forgot to bring in Arcane Barrier. Now, to be fair, they don't have Arcane Barrier either, but like it's a lot It's a lot easier for them to dodge AB than it is us. We're just going to pass an Arsenal of Soul Shield. We've got some pretty good stuff here, honestly. Like, we got some pretty good stuff set up here. They banish a Sink Below. That's a spicy meatball. We take 2. I'm going to go ahead and flash in the Genesis here. We'll try to get some damage going here, I guess. And then, I mean, we're just passing here, right? Like, there's nothing to do. Man, I really wish I'd brought in Arcane Barrier. Like the gloves would be so good here. Like, I am so used to having all of my matchups set up to where, like, literally all I have to do is click a button and I'm ready to play. Okay. Sure. So we're going to attack for 6. And then what we can actually do is if they block with a 6, we can just go ahead and put this into play. This is great. We get to put this into play. Phantasm is no longer a thing. They take 3. Okay, they have the reduced to rune chant. That's okay, though. That's okay. And then we have not had anything put into our soul this turn. So we're not able to actually... I mean, we could flip if we wanted to, but it costs us the 2 resources, and I think I'd rather just pass here. I mean, that could be pretty good. I think that's going to be a pretty good second cycle, though, when we already have... yeah, I mean, I guess the Spectral Shields do that at least. That's kind of cool. Talk about protecting us a little bit. Make an Eloquence token. All right, so they're going to try and find their soul. They're going to give themselves a way to get going in here. We're just going to pass, and I'm just going to play the Soul Shield. Pitching one of my 3 blue Herald of Triumphs in my hand, which is kind of crazy. I guess this is a matchup where you could actually flip their card upside down, and that would be pretty good. I don't really want to throw this. I think I'm more interested in just putting this into play. Just kind of passing. I mean, we could still flip if we wanted to. Genesis and Vestige of Soul is quite the combo. Quite the combo indeed. They're playing... Okay, they're attacking Parable of Humility here. I mean, I guess having double Genesis in play doesn't really do a lot for us. Let's put the Herald of Protection into our soul. Herald of Triumph for 7. I mean, it seems pretty good, right? We can just attack them for 7 and their 6s won't cut it here. Have to do a little bit better than their 6s here. Which, I mean, I think they play some 7s. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe I, like, imagine that in my head or something. standing order to put their arsenal on the bottom. I could play the other Genesis here if I wanted to, right? Like, I could just play the other Genesis because of Vestige here. So, like, we'd go up to 3 and then go up to 4. I could also just throw the Herald of Triumph here, which I think would be kind of cool. Because then we can flip and attack. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, we spent the turn just taking all the tempo from them. I mean, they can just kill the Genesis here if they want. Like, I feel like his ability just, like, makes this matchup so hard. What do they get? Annihilation, Standing Order, and Ruin? Okay. I mean, yeah, I have no reason or want to flip those. This is going to be pretty good, though. Yeah. So, throw the Cataclysm here. We'll just come in for 7, go again. Herald of Judgment shuts down Vincent. Why? I don't remember what Herald of Judgment does. But that's interesting. I mean, I don't know what the other side of this looks like. What is that? Invoke Soraya? Deal 1 arcane damage to any target, and whenever it deals damage, you gain that much life. So it has lifelink, basically, from Magic, which is kind of like neat. I think we're just gonna do this. I don't know. Oh, they can't play from Banish if it hits, so that's actually really good. I wonder if we're on Herald of Judgment. Taking your updated victory list to a PT on Saturday. Any tips? Well, dude, Babar, first off, good luck, man. I hope it goes well for you. What questions do you have about the Victor deck? I'd be more than happy to answer any questions, because that's a matchup I actually have, like, I could actually answer a lot of questions for you about that matchup. So what, just let me know what questions you have. And my God, this hand sucks. So can we, like, we can use this to, like, do dumb tome stuff, right? With Vestige of Soul. Whenever you play an attack action card or a non-attack action card from your Banish Zone, if you haven't played another card of that type, deal 1 arcane damage to that hero. Okay. Interesting. So, on our turn, let's pitch Figment of War. I think this is correct, and I'm going to try and go through this all myself here. We're going to go get the... Ravages? Deal an arcane damage to them. Now, because of that, we get to play Tome of Divinity. Pitching the yellow here. Do we just get to play Tome of Divinity again? That's insane. Bro, this is crazy. So, pitch Tenacity to play Triumph. And then whenever they block it, we get to activate Retribution. Pitching these, have 2 floating, flip one of these, and then attack. Jesus, this is actually crazy, bro. Sorry, Babar, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to make sure I don't mess up this turn because this seems like a turn that I want to make sure that I am paying attention to here. So, I mean, there's no reason to flash in Retribution here, right? Like, they're not popping anything. There's no reason for us to go that route. Just flash in Arclight and pass. Play Retribution, Arsenal Arclight, and then pass to our opponent. And I mean, really, we could flip an attack here if we wanted to, but I think this is better. God, playing Toma Divinity is actually insane, bro. That's actually crazy. And that's at the beginning of the turn is why we can't do that. What do you do when Kasai presents 70 cards? I feel like I get them to 3 and then just waffle sound. Waffle around. So like I don't struggle into that matchup as much as everybody else says they do, if I'm just being honest with you, brother. Like a lot of people tell me that they struggle into that matchup, and I really don't struggle that much into that matchup. I don't know. I did a Kasai matchup breakdown. Like, if you're interested in pointers on that, you can probably find the video. It's like somewhere in the last 2 weeks I've done a video on that. Like, and it talks about the breakdown of the matchup in general. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that matchup is like kind of favored, if I'm just being honest. And then also Bravo. Bravo's a trickier matchup. So against Kasai, like, I just kind of try to play the value game plan. And like, I think a lot of people like don't like that, to be honest. Like, I think a lot, like, Kasai gets a lot of value, so you have to be careful. I bring in Sync Pillows and Pummels against Kasai, and like, that's my plan. I like a Courage token here, honestly. Like, let's go get the Triumph. I want to put Triumph back on top. But like, I really just like play a grindy or like more value-based game plan against them. And against Bravo, like, I think that like, if they're on Fatigue Bravo, I kind of think it's a buy, if I'm being honest. If they are on if they're on like regular Bravo, like, I think you have to play a little bit more carefully. Just because I think there's more to the matchup. Like, I think that like you have to really like Arsenal Sync Belows and try to just like outvalue them over the course of the game. Like, they get value off of Bravo's ability, and you get value off of playing like a longer game against them. Like, or like not like necessarily a longer game, but like trying to outvalue them every turn. I think you get a lot of points there every single turn. I mean, I think I'm just going to pitch the Toma Divinity here just to go ahead and get it out of my hand. But against Bravo, like, you're like 3 for 8s, and like all of those cards are where you get most of your points. Like, just being able to like just being able to like try to like just being able to like outvalue them over the course of the game. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that had an act. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that had go again. I think my opponent just realized like what's going on right there. And I definitely did not realize that like you may target hero bench top card. If it's a blue, they lose a life. Okay. So now I guess we can just do this on my turn. There's no reason not to do it on my turn. We're just gonna pitch these to put the Arclight Sentinel into play. I'm gonna play the Passing Mirage, and then I'm just gonna Arsenal the Herald of Erudition and try to set up for like a bigger turn here, where hopefully they're not able to like generate a lot of action points. Because if I can throw the Herald of Erudition with the Goliath Gauntlet with the Passing Mirage in play, I think we're in a better spot here. I think that's like a pretty good spot for us. Okay. I do not understand. Like, I am mega confused right now. Pretty much no matter what they do, we're going to put the Genesis into play here after this. But Bar, have you been playing Victor a lot recently? Like, have you been, like, practicing quite a bit with Victor? Or, like, is this kind of like a, just like a, hey, yeah, you know, like, I kind of like this deck, and I'll take it to a PTI event. Sorry, if you're still here, if you're still hanging out. If not, no worries. I mean, we can go get a courage token. That seems kind of fine. Rebirth will let us go get a Herald of Triumph and put it back on top of our deck, which is fine. So we're gonna flip. I mean, we could put... No. We'd rather just do this, right? Like, I think flipping is, like, not great for us, but now let's deal arcane damage to them, actually. So let's pitch the... We're going to have 2 floating, and then we're going to play the Genesis after this. We are going to get rid of a card from our soul and deal arcane damage to them. Now, they have Skullcap turned on, so they can pitch if they want to here. Oh, so you've been playing Victor for a minute. So I vaguely remember you telling me something about playing Kasai. I think at one point, but I don't like remember too much of that, if I'm being terribly honest. I think just playing the Genesis is the play here. And then we can just Arsenal the Soul Shield here. Like, I think this is fine. We set up quite a bit this turn, so I think we're in an okay spot to just kind of like we have ALS in play, Genesis and Passing Mirage. I don't really know like if our opponent has like played this correctly. So we lose the Angel, right? Like the Angel just immediately went away. Let's put Herald of Ravages into our soul. I think that's like perfectly fine. And then we can throw... We actually have no way to have Goigan here. That is a big sag. Am I supposed to flip because... No, I mean, this is 5, right? Like, it's just better this way. I could just put another Passing Mirage into play, but then I'm, like, stuck in this, like, turn cycle of, like, being able to, like, trying to find a yellow. Now, I mean, to be fair, there's a pretty decent chance that I have a yellow coming up here. But if I pitch Passing Mirage to play this, I have a better chance of finding a yellow because I'm seeing more cards this way. So I think that's better. Hopped off Kasai pretty early and have been on Victor. Yeah, I mean, dude, like, I'm going to be honest, man. Like, Victor is, like my favorite hero in the metagame right now, Babar. Like, Victor is awesome. Like, Victor is just so much fun. And, like, I think he has, like, fair game into a lot of things. And I think he gets a lot of value in, like, the whole, like, clashing mechanic, which is really fun. I do thoroughly enjoy that like aspect of Victor and like what he's trying to accomplish. Like I just think he's a cool hero in general, so I really like him. He's been playing bad. He should be at 30 plus life versus me. I mean, that makes sense. Like this does not feel like a match that I should be winning. But I am for some reason. So like we take the wins as they come our way. I also feel like I know that like I'm not playing anywhere near optimally right now, but I think I'm like I feel it a little bit that like I am starting to learn. Oh, excuse me. Some of the plays that we need to be making against that we need to be making like as the Prism deck. Okay. So, I mean, we could invoke Soraya here if we wanted to. Like, am I better off to... I think I am better off to pitch the Soraya, playing Herald of Triumph, and then play the Passing Mirage and pass here. Dromai has been winning a lot. Been winning a lot of what, Rob? Also, every time I see your name, I really like your name. Yeah, let's gain our action point back. And like they won a lot of like Dromai won a lot of RTNs. Is that what you mean, Rob? Shadow Averser. I mean, we are just like taking damage slowly but surely. So if we put this into our soul, we're actually able to play the Herald of Erudition here. Pitch the Soul Shield, have one floating, and then if they go to pop this with a 6, we can flash in the Parable of Humility. Kind of gives us like a sweet option here. Oh, maybe they just don't have anything to do. I mean, I'll take that. That's a win for us. I like, you know, a win is a win. That's all I'm going to say. Protection to go get a Spectral Shield. I think that's fine. But you need to be careful. We only have 15 cards left in our deck. And I do think that that's like a real concern for us at a certain point. So if I flip into protection, I can go make more Spectral Shields. And then I can... Yeah, so let's flip... Actually, is Rebirth any good here? Flipping Rebirth lets us put a Herald of Triumph on the top of our deck. Attack. And then yes, let's actually, we can put the Erudition on top, I guess. No. Oh, it's just a yellow card? Put a yellow card from your graveyard on top of your deck. Oh, wait, are we banishing a card from our soul right now? Yeah, never mind. So we can go get the ALS here, right? We could also go get Cataclysm, which is insane. We have a few options here of things we could do. Oh, wow. They won RTNs, and they won 3 Battle Hardens over the weekend. Wow, that's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. I think getting the Arclight here is pretty good. Like, I think that's fine. I don't know if that's the correct play or not, but I think it's okay here. And then we can throw this. I think attacking with the protection is better than putting the Parable of Humility into play. Let's go War Tune Herald into the Soul. And then let's pitch Arclight. We are going to banish a card because we have a helping of Soul over here. I think we're going to get Cataclysm now. I think Cataclysm is a good pick right here. Oh, let's see. You would have played ALS there, Thor? Is that what you're saying? You would have played the Arclight Sentinel? Now we get to play the Wartune Herald here. Come in for 5, go again. I mean, playing the ALS is like not bad. Like we do totally like time walk them there if that's the route we decide to take. We get to pitch Figment, have 2 floating, and then we get to throw the Tenacity. Kind of wish we had the Arcane Angel around. I mean, I guess we should flip Triumph, right? Like pretty soon. Like that should be something that's coming up. Our opponent goes to 1. To keep cards here. The start of the turn, they do this, put Chains over there. I mean, this has Blood Debt, so you have to play it, right? Why are we taking damage? Oh, Dimensional Crossroads? Okay, so that's fine. Oh, he has 2 Dimensional Crossroads in play. Let's go ahead and put Arclight into our... I think we'll just put Arclight in there. Make a Spectral Shield and draw a card. Cataclysm for 7, go again. I think this just ends the game, right? Mansion. What is Spew Shadow, bro? What is that, Nate? I mean, with him being low life, like I think that like the debate there could have been that like, you know, like the ALS like just completely like shuts down anything he wants to do there. We're going to play another Cataclysm. Like, just Cataclysm, like, just being a breakpoint is just so broken. Yeah, I do not feel like we should have won that game. Like, I don't think that's a game we're ever supposed to win right there. Like, I definitely don't think that's a... I don't think that's a game we're supposed to win. It's a 2-for-2 against Light Heroes, bro. What? Yeah, that was an interesting game. I don't know if like our opponent was like new to that matchup, but like they weren't really like playing a lot of the like key players in that matchup that like give them value to be able to like really get us over the course of the game. All right. All right. So we're 3-1, which I'm going to be honest is better than I thought we'd be doing, but I feel like we're also kind of like getting some free rounds tonight. But I'm not gonna lie, I'll take him. I'll take him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a bathroom. I'm gonna take like a 2-minute break here. I gotta get some more water, use the bathroom, and when I come back, we'll be playing more Prism. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Okay, short break, and we're back. The Prism train continues. 3-1. 3-1. We're not going to talk about the games I've won, but 3-1. 3-1. Oh, man. Oh, little Victor action, huh? I don't know if we want to go first or second here. Hey, King, what's up, dude? I think we want to be able to set up double aura, right? Like, we want to be able to, like, put Passing Mirage into play and, like, also put in a, and also put in, like, a Merciful or something like that. So I think going first is, like, always correct here. Plus, like, your hands don't block very well. I don't think this is a Rapture matchup. I do like Vestige here, and I do like the Goliath Gauntlet over the Null Rune Gloves here. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so they're on Golden Glare. Gonna be a lot of yellows in their deck. Tunic, Crater Fist, and the gloves and the shield here. I think we're just gonna pass an Arsenal to Soul Shield. I think that's the play here. I truly don't know. Games have been pretty good so far tonight. Can't complain too much. All right, we're going to run another prediction. If you guys are hanging out on Twitch and you guys want to vote on whether you think I'm going to win or lose, you guys can throw around some channel points for funsies. We're 3-1 tonight, which is, like, better than I thought it would go, to be honest. Did my Victor opponent just pass back to me? Bro, what? Does my opponent know what they're playing? I don't know. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna pitch to get our action point back here, and we'll throw the tenacity. I mean, like, I don't know. That was weird. I'm intrigued by the fact that they didn't, like, attack us there. Paid actors. Bro, y'all think I'm making enough money off streaming to, like, be able to pay people to, like, play poorly into me or, like, play, like, bad decks into me? Bro. Let's go. We win a Vigor. Give us a gold, fam. Give us the gold. Okay. I feel like this hand's not very good. Nate said, ain't gotta pay me, fam. I mean, we could put, like, this into our soul and go get something and then put Merciful into play. Like, why are they not attacking us? Sorry. Let's do this. I think this is better. Let's just put this into play and pass, because I don't know what's going on over there. I have no idea what our opponent's up to, bro. I don't. This is wild. I won't lie. Secretly, I have wanted to play Golden Glare. Like, I have very secretly wanted to play Golden Glare. Bro, what is happening? Okay. Don't you golden dare? I mean, I didn't say the card was good. I just thought it would, like, I just think it'd be fun. Listen, I'm all about playing something fun from time to time. I didn't say I'd take it to the Pro Tour or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I think it'd be fun to play. Really wish we had another blue. Like if we had pitched a blue to be able to flash this in, I think that would be really good. I mean, we could pitch the Merciful to like do some Halo stuff here. Bro, like King, I don't think there's a world where like Golden Glare is ever as good as Crown of Providence or I don't think there's a world where like that's probably ever the case, to be honest, man. Like I don't know, like Balance of Justice is insane. So I'm going to be honest, I was not impressed with Balance of Justice when I started playing Balance of Justice, but like the more I've played it, the more I like it. And it's like, it's just insanely. And I think Ground of Providence is like, just like probably like, it's arguably the best like generic headpiece you can play with Balance of Justice, in my opinion. Plus, I think you got to play a lot of like really janky yellows to make this work. But I mean, it is blocked with 2 yellows and make a gold. Like there is no question about it. Like it is do that and make that happen, which is kind of cool. Am I supposed to just like flash this in response? I don't think so. I don't know though. Hey, Mello, what's up, dude? How are you, brother? 7. The playoffs? I do remember when helmets only sometimes gave you 3 value. I do remember that. What a time to be alive, right? What a time to be alive, Nathaniel. I feel like you're just dating yourself there, man. I guess we'll just pitch this. We'll just block 7 here. I think I'm just going to pitch the Wartune Herald to play the... No, I'm going to pitch the Tenacity to play the Wartune Herald. And then Arsenal the ALS here. I don't know if they're on like some kind of fatigue strategy here where their only play is to do this. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, if you didn't have the money to, like, do it, like, yeah, like, I completely get it. I mean, like, this card's are rare. You could pick this card up pretty cheap, like, and play this card in the deck. And, I mean, to be fair, like, it kind of looks like they're on, like, a budget-style deck. So, like, Golden Glare, or I think Aura Magus is not that expensive right now. This is, like, a rare you can find in bulk. This is, like, a $8 Majestic. And then, like, I think the Tunic is still pretty pricey here, but, like... Other than that, like, I don't really like see like an expensive part, like, and they're definitely on some like this could definitely be a budget deck. We haven't really seen like any of like the quote unquote like expensive cards here, like out of the deck that I think like, now that I haven't 100% been paying attention, but yeah, like they're playing like all these like this is just like Clash Central of the deck. What? What? Okay. Blocks 2 for like $1? Hey, listen, blocking 2 for $1 is a steal, man. It's a steal nowadays. Jesus. What is this hand? So if we take 6, on our turn, we can play ALS. And then we can Arsenal the Genesis and like try to get into like some of the new things here. Paid actor. This guy's definitely brewing, bro. Like this guy's 100% brewing. Cheapest generic L equipment piece. I don't even know. What is the cheapest, like, generic L chess piece? Are there even, like... what are like, other than Tunic, like, and I might be just having a brain stroke here. Like, what are these hands? This hand literally does not block, fam. I mean, okay, sure, pal. Anyway. Yeah, like I don't even know like what the cheapest generic L is, the one you take every armory. Generic L. Are you calling me a loser? I feel like that just went over my head and Drew's like taking a shot at me, bro. Hey, let's go. Now, this is some setup here. Now, we're cooking with cheese over here. Bro, what is this man on? All right, so we're just going to throw the Triumph, pitching the Soul Shield, and then we're just going to throw the Erudition, right? Or I guess we're going to put the Ravages into our Soul, the start of our turn with the Genesis, and then we can get them with the Genesis next turn. Oh, no. No, right? No. No. I mean, actually, because of Vestige of Soul, we can actually do this and put Genesis into play. Bro, get out of here with all this trash. We're just going to play this. We're not going to buy our action point back, and we're just going to pass. I take 3 most of the time. Drew said LMAO, he got it. Yeah, dude, Drew was roasting me, and I'm like sitting over here like my brain is like flying through the different cards that like I could physically be taking to like an armory. And I'm like, bro, what is Drew on over there? Like, what's happening? What am I missing? Like, Drew's living in 2040, bro. Also, Drew, like, moment of silence. It's a big Sag that you can't play on Saturday, bro. Did you play the Hatchet story list this weekend, Mello, and not like it? I mean, I guess we'll just take 4 here. I don't know. It's fine. Too cheap for Dynamo, and I only have 1 Blade Flurry. I mean, I get that, though. Like, if you're not going to buy the cards for a lot of decks, like, I completely understand that. Like, it's sometimes just not worth it to, like, do certain things. What does Light do? So I could draw another card here? Or... I mean, we could put the Passing Mirage in there and, like, make a Spectral Shield. Play the Talma Divinity, pitching the Passing Mirage, because this is going to be turned on. Wait, what? Why can we not do that? Uh-oh. Yeah, balance is actually out of there, bro. Like, balance is, like, really crazy expensive. I thought we could definitely make that happen, but I guess not. I guess I miscounted, which means we definitely should have banished this instead of the Passing Mirage, because I'd have much rather have had the other Passing Mirage there. A card has been put into your hero's soul this turn. Whenever you pitch a light card. Oh, whenever you pitch a light card. I see. I see. You think C&C needs to be adjusted? Ooh. Like, you're talking about the price? Like, you think it needs to be reprinted? Mello, is that what you mean? I mean, it is fairly affordable to play, like, Fab right now. Like, in all honesty. I mean, bro, we're going ham. We're doing whatever we do to go ham. Needs the price adjusted? I mean, I actually think that's kind of fair. So these each pitch for the Bloat the Heralds pitch for 3 here. The Herald of Eruditions. Crush Confidence. This pitch is for 4, so I mean I can play ALS after this in Arsenal. Right? I mean, sure, let's gain our action point back. I don't think it really matters, and we're just gonna flash this in. And then just Arsenal the Erudition here. I mean, double pot of greed is broken. I mean, I do think LSS like try it, like they're pretty aware of like player concerns and like questions and like things that seem like that like really like irk the player community. So like I do think they stay pretty on top of like trying to make sure that we're happy. I mean, are we just doing the Triumph here? We have a lot of cards in our soul because of Genesis here. Is a by the way, okay, so he's saying that Genesis, like I don't have to do Genesis every turn, which is like kind of neat. We're gonna play Ravages and deal an arcane damage to them. You don't think any generic staple should be more than 50? Ooh, that's a hot take, honestly, because like I don't think there's like really a lot of people that like feel that way. And like I mean that's like again like I'm not like just sitting here being like saying that's wrong or anything, but that's a really interesting take. Like on that whole like the like any generic should never be more than $50. Like that's a pretty like spicy take. Because like I don't think a lot of people like I mean you're talking about like never paying more than $150. I think that the game would in some way like lose some value for a lot of people just because of I think it would lose a lot of value for some people just because of I mean I guess we can throw this, I don't know. Like for some of the collectors and stuff like that if that was the case. Prizes for winning and stuff. It's 500 plus because of CNC. I mean, I know that the Victor deck right now costs about $900. Like that's how much like my Victor list that I'm playing costs. It's about $900. No, we're not gonna gain an action point back. What are you attacking here? They are attacking the Angel. Like, I think that's smart. Because, like, the Genesis just builds a wall for us, right? Isn't so good. The Armory ProQuest level players have to have it. So, Douse, that's like also a pretty interesting take because I think a lot of people feel like they do have to have Command and Conquer. Why do you feel like people don't have to have Command and Conquer? And that's a genuine question. That's a genuine question. I think we're about to be 3-2. I don't know why, but like, just like, I guess I'm just not good enough at setting up like these like big turns that like can punish my opponent. I think I'm just gonna pass on these. Get our action point back and then throw another Herald here. I think it's fine. I really wish I had Iris. They can't sit here and do this like against Iris. Time for a card to be that expensive. It's a card that you really only need once you take the next competitive step. Okay, so I mean, so like you're saying that like it's okay for cards to be a little bit more expensive, like just understanding that the casual player base may like will either randomly collect them or like will not collect them at all. Get wrecked. Cataclysm on top. The funny part is if my opponent played the game like this, like in real life, like if I was playing Prism, I would literally just let the game go to a draw. Like they're not trying to kill me. I would literally just let the game go to a draw. Like, because the game's going to play out. It's going to take a while to go through this entire thing. And if they're literally just like killing something and passing, like I'm actually just physically going to just say, okay, like, and just like continue to sit here and pass back and forth like this. See, they're actually attacking me now. I mean, we can block 3, give up some damage here. I guess we're actually just going to lose. Like, we're just going to keep all our Spectral Shields but 1 here. We're not actually going to take any damage. I mean, I guess that's fair. Like, if you're like a casual player, you're probably not worried about like cards that cost that much money anyway. I mean, that's fair. Like, that actually makes sense. You don't feel like my opponent's trying to play the game? I don't feel like my opponent's trying to play the game either. Like, I don't really know what's going on here. Like, this has like been kind of a weird game. I mean, we'll just throw Cataclysms here. In this matchup, I'm probably just supposed to loop ALS, right? So they're going to draw a card because of the Golden Glare, and they reveal the Golden Sun, so they make a gold that way. And they're going to make another gold, but they're not going to draw another card because it's only the first time you do something like that. So we know they have a Golden Sun in their deck, so or in their hand. So I mean, I guess like we can attack like this. They're just going to give us a Pauper here. You have a ton of soul, pop Halo, drop Erudition Figment, flip, and then draw a ton of cards. You want to create a game state of throwing Angel and 2 Heralds a turn, or 2 Angels and 1 Herald. Okay, let's do that then. Like, let's go. I'm totally down for that. Like, I'm absolutely here for that. Next turn, that's what we're gonna do. Like, they're not gonna throw something at us that matters, I don't think, so we're just gonna do that. Like, we have life to give, and we have a Spectral Shield in play. So we'll just go for it. We still have 2 Mercifuls left in the deck, which is kind of cool. Is he actually just attacking me for 4 with a Clash of Might? Bro, deal. Deal, fam. All right, I like Martin's line here. You guys are definitely getting to see my, like, inexperience with the Prism deck tonight. So we're going to pass on both the Genesis triggers, and we're going to pitch Rebirth. Breaking Soul, throw Ravages in there, draw a Cataclysm. Okay, it's pretty good. We're going to go get the Erudition. We're going to pitch Cataclysm to flip. Yeah, let's just let's banish a card from our soul here. This is for 4. I don't think it's worth it to put the Merciful into play. We can throw Cataclysm here, I think, which is the best play here. I mean, we did have like 9 soul. I think that I missed like Martin's comment a minute ago. Throw Herald first. Interesting. Oh, we can actually throw the Retribution into play here because of the Vestige. Yep. When he goes to pop, we're just going to go ahead and do this. That's going to let us go get another Figment. These are definitely like the things that we're missing, that like I am definitely missing tonight. Yep, and Punish with Merciful. Absolutely. This was a good call. If I'd played like this all game, we probably would have won already. Man, I kind of want to learn the new Prism. I won't lie. I have lag. I think I have Footsteps still. I just don't know Vestige of Soul. I mean, we can get a Triumph here, I guess. We get a Courage token, which is pretty good. I guess let's go get the... No, we want to save the Triumph. Let's get the Figment of War, I guess. We've now put multiple things in play that I think he needs to kill here. I mean, yeah. As long as we're setting it up in a way to where like we're never taking damage again, I totally agree. We're going to deal 1 damage to them. And then it's going to be Merciful, Cataclysm, Cataclysm, Rebirth. I don't even know if I want to Arsenal this, honestly. I assume he's just going to swing the hammer at the Angel here. Oh, that's cool. This is the RTN winning list that runs no fables. That is correct. That is correct, King. Yep. I don't think I need to put anything into my soul here off of the Genesis. I think we can actually just pitch the Soul Shield to throw the Herald of Triumph here, and then that's going to go into our soul, and then we get to flip the and then we can flip here. I think that's fine. So we're just going to pass on the Genesis triggers here, I think is the correct play. Yeah, I agree, Kilowatts. The cards actually look so, like, they actually look really good. Like, the art on, like, the Prism cards is really good. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Even the Courage token deals arcane damage? Broken. Broken. Oh, wow, we can actually. We can actually go back and get that back, can't we? I just thought about that. That's insane. That's actually crazy. Yeah, I think I agree that like I think I waited too long here to like be able to like really do anything I want to do here. So Merciful Dills and Arcane. I do like getting the rebirth here. We are going to pay to get an action point back. We can activate Prism to flip the... Maybe, do I want to play this first and then flip it? I mean, the Spectral Shields probably don't really matter here, but... Oh, that's right. You can't ALS loop with this on the table. That is correct, actually, because it would throw it into our soul here. So we throw the rebirth, and we'll go ahead and get rid of a card from our soul. And we have all of our ALSs over here, so it might be best just to get back an ALS here. Really have this urge to pick up Prism because she's such an interesting deck, and maybe also invest in a Footsteps for the next set. I mean, I do think that like Prism's a really good deck and offers a lot of like intricate lines. So like I think there's a lot that can be said for doing something like that. I think let's just go put this on top here. Demeshi said Slay is a card. I mean, technically, you're not wrong. You are technically not wrong. And we can't put this into play because we're one short, right? Yep. So if it's an illusionist card, create a spectral shield. If it's a light card, draw a card. And what does this say? If a card has been put into your soul this turn. So we can just go ahead and put this into our soul, I think. Like, I think we can Genesis here to just draw a card and replace it with the soul shield here. I don't know. Like, we might not be able to. We might just be at that point where we can't really do that. Let's put this here. We'll pass on the second one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to... We're going to play this. Flip Erudition. We're going to attack. Yes, we're going to banish a card from our soul. And then I can throw the Ravages here. I'm curious to see how long this game took after this is over. I'm really curious to see how long this game has taken. Yellow Debilitate. I guess that's the price of I guess that's the price of playing Golden Glare. We're gonna deal the arcane damage to them there. Are you talking about the Prism deck, kilowatts? Like it being like pricey, like in like general? I mean, we could go get this. No, it doesn't really matter here on the action point. No, Martin, we are not playing library. There is not a library in the deck. There are no fables in this deck. There's no Light of Soul or library here. And if we were able to like, I mean, I guess like the answer is like we just have to like loop ALS like in this game. Like I've like the way our opponents played this game, like that's gonna be our only shot at winning this game, I think. Like that would be our only shot at winning this game. I don't think we're actually capable of doing it anymore based off the way that I've played so far. But I think that would have to be the play. And yeah, kilowatts, I think the deck is like pretty expensive. I think Prism is like a pretty pricey deck, to be honest. Because we have all of our ALSs over here. Yeah, like they're all over there. And I think that's definitely my fault for like not recognizing my opponent's play patterns earlier in the game. Yeah, Merciful first. Deal a damage to them. And I mean, yeah, we might as well. Like, this stops the Phantasm trigger, right? Or has the Phantasm trigger already happened, I guess? It's already happened. But now we do turn off Phantasm for our Herald of Erudition that we're trying to throw here. Now, this doesn't have Go Again, so this doesn't look as good to us, but they just give Debilitate in the Glare. I mean, God, they're playing so many yellows. That seems so bad. That seems so bad. So we deal damage to them, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, again, we could flash in a Genesis, but they've literally just left it in all game. Yeah, I think we're short on cards. I think I'm just going to call it here, and we'll just play another one after this. Yeah, we definitely know. I definitely know the plan next time somebody like tries to do this nonsense to me. I'm just going to concede. It was only 37 minutes, surprisingly, and most of that was me. But yeah, no, I'm going to be honest. I don't know. Our opponent's game plan was interesting there. Like, I don't know. That was an intriguing game to watch there. GG, was that you, Thor? Was that you? Were we playing you right there, man? This is a Herald's matchup. Oh, dude, no worries, man. I get it. You're working, bro. I messed up the combo that game, and like we just ended up losing. Thor, that was an interesting deck. Why are you on Golden Glare, brother? Over like something like Balance of Justice or Crown of Providence? Like, is that like budget reasons, or like do you actually like Golden Glare? Yeah, I did not do the ALS combo correct. You are absolutely right, Tameshi. I completely messed up the ALS combo there. Yep. So we'll see what happens here. How often do we get new sets for Fab? I think it's every quarter. I think we get a new set every quarter. Like we get 4 a year. This should be fun. I mean, we're just going to block this, which like they're just going to give Go Again, but that's fine. We get 3 a year? Oh, is it only 3 a year? I thought it was 4. Okay, it's only 3 a year. I was corrected. Is it Magic that does 4 a year? Money is the start, but after building around it, I love how the deck works. Hey, man, as long as you enjoy it, brother, that's all that matters. But yeah, you played that very well. I think I messed up my combo there, and you played that very well over the course of that game. So, well played, sir. Well played. We're gonna use the Angelic Wrath here to push through some points, I think. Because, like, I don't think they have any poppers that play around Triumph, so I think we're just going to use the Wrath here to push through some points. Bro, Magic is like 4 a month. That sounds pretty accurate, knowing how Wizards run things, honestly. WotC's wild, bro. To be honest, WotC is like kind of wild. All right, so we get out another D-React right there. No. Where's Sorry? I swear they keep adding things to the quick chats, and it's like we don't need 500 quick chats, guys. Like be right back thinking and like stuff like that, or like I think just like perfectly fine quick chats. Like I think Talishar like really went above and beyond to like add more when we didn't necessarily need more. So we are getting product releases 11 months of the year starting Q2. We're getting new products like almost every month of the year. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. The next set is Part the Mistveil or whatever it's called. It's coming out in June, I think, maybe June, I think. Yeah, is when the next set comes out. I think we'll just say no blocks here. I think this is fine. Mists of Pandaria. I think Robert's trolling us. I think Robert's just trolling us now. I don't think that's what it's called. I do remember them mentioning it for sure. I mean, God, this is going to be for 7. I don't know if it's correct to just say no blocks here. Yeah, the precons and like stuff like that, that would make sense. Part the Mistveil, there it is. That's what we're looking for. I'm actually playing WoW while watching this. Oh, dude, nice. I mean, if we take this, we can throw the Herald of Protection. Flip, do some shenanigans there. I think we're just going to go to 21 and try to set up a board here. I think that's the plan. I mean, throwing back-to-back Heralds is pretty good here. You can pitch for the chest. Are you talking about the ward? We don't really want to play for the ward here, do we? Are you talking about like playing one of the figments? What cycles cards? Oh, I see. You're just saying that I can just pitch to cycle cards. If I'm following. No, I'm following. I appreciate that. Thank you, Vajith. I was not aware of that, but I appreciate you pointing that out. That is very good information to have, actually. Attack the Passing Mirage. Deal. Deal. Pitch Soul Shield for Herald of Protection. So that we have some go again stuff here. Vajith, how you been, buddy? I haven't talked to you in a while. You been doing okay, man? I guess, yeah, you can activate Ward, and it's only if it gets blown up that you have that you run into that problem. They're trying real hard. I think we're just going to throw this because I would rather get this into play. I would rather attack them here when they don't want to give me their cards. I think this is better. I mean, they might have cards they want to block with and they were just baiting me. And if they were, like, well played, because setting up Passing Mirage would have been really good. I have to say, playing Prism without the library is not nearly as fun to me. The one of the things that I like about they did have a popper. Interesting. One of the things that I like about playing Prism is the fact that you got to play library. So like I am a little disappointed that we're not on library, to be honest. Dude, we can't flash it in with this hand. That is a big sag. Just keep buying cards. Once you connect, it's on. Yeah, we're just trying to hit them here, I think, is the plan. I don't really want to give them a gold, but I don't know that it matters. I mean, I think we just have to, like, I think we can, like, just take 2 here, like, give them a gold. Wow, that was it? So they needed us to give them go again there? I assumed they had go again, to be honest with you guys, but hey, we take that when that pops up like that. Who made toast is actually insane. Like he saw cooked bread and thought cook it again. Did you see that on Twitter, bro? You see some of the weirdest stuff on the internet, fam. Like that, and like I saw the picture and it said like, you know, the first person that heard a parrot talk was probably not okay for a couple of days. And like, I think that's very true. I think that's very true. All right, now we have Dominite to try and push this through. I'm hoping we can get it going here. Dude, Twitter is wild. Just been working and saving money for Fab? Dude, Vajith, I get that, brother. I get that, fam. I get that, man. Cards are an expensive hobby. Is that ALS is a trap in the Herald plan? I mean, that doesn't seem that crazy to me, honestly, fam. Like, that does not seem that crazy to me. Let's go get the Erudition. That way we can Arsenal a card here. And I don't really want to flip here. I mean, I think this is an okay card to have in your arsenal because we can just kind of let it sit here. I mean, we could just flash it in now if we wanted to. Like, our hand's not that great. Like, if we just flash this in, we force them to end their turn, and then we can Arsenal the Triumph here. I don't know. Like, we have a couple of non-blocks in our hand, so, like... let's get them to waste those cards, I guess. I mean, like, it seems fine here. Like, I hear what you're saying, Martin, and, like, I'm like... that makes a lot of sense. That like the concept of like playing ALS is like kind of a trap, but I don't hate it here just based off of like how our hand like looked right there. Oh, we run Pierce Reality in this matchup. That's a spicy. That's a spicy meatball indeed. Let's block Pierce Reality. I think that's fine. Look at the grave. Oh, are you talking about their graveyard? Were they hoping for us to give them go again? Bro, that's like multiple hands that they have needed us to give them go again. That is a major win right there. Are you talking about looking at their graveyard? Like how they can't activate Kasai? Yeah, the fact that they can't activate Kasai, like ALS just like ate a Kasai activation feels pretty good. Is it correct to just play Passing Mirage and pass here? I feel like we need to keep forcing them to block and throwing attacks at them. I mean, we're getting rid of those poppers. Like, we are pushing through them pretty quickly. We've seen, what, 3 Command and Conquers? We haven't seen any Nourishings yet, so there's still Nourishings left in the deck. I mean, I think this is a good no-block kind of hand, like, looking at our hand. I mean, this looks pretty good here, barring they don't have a popper. God, they have a lot of poppers. Agree, your hand contradicted me. I mean, they have a lot of poppers in this deck, which I'm kind of surprised to see. I think this is okay arsenaling. Yeah, like I think I'm okay just arsenaling this here. This hand is not great. We can block with a tenacity though. I mean, yeah, contraband was weird. Like I was not expecting contraband like at all, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna take some damage here. Like we just have to push through their poppers. As long as we have life, we can win the game. So let's throw Triumph, pitching Rebirth. There might have been a turn where I could have haloed to like go get Triumph here to like save us from a popper. I'm not sure. I haven't really been paying attention. They've been doing a pretty good job of blocking with their second popper instead of their first one, which I think is like a pretty smart play from them. Like they're blocking like pretty efficiently and like using their poppers like when they need to. But I am intrigued by them playing Contraband. Yep, they can't pop this, and then we get to throw Protection for 6. They had 2 poppers in that hand. All right. I mean, yeah, like we're doing what we can here. We'll just say no blocks again here. Yeah, Figment of Triumph is looking really good today. Yeah, when you're playing Illusionist, I feel like we were talking about this earlier in the stream, like as long as you have life, you are on the board. Like, and I feel like that's like what we're looking to like really try and utilize here. Because I mean, like, you know, looking at the board, like looking at the life totals here, like we are down in a bad way. But like, I think we can still do this here. Yeah, Vajith, I agree that I think that like Triumph is really good in this matchup. Like, and there was probably a window where I should have used it better. Like if they give me a popper here on this first one, then it's like really good for us. They are going to give us the grains. That is super interesting to me. Like, am I supposed to just activate Halo here? Put this into my soul to go get something so that I can flip Erudition and then throw and draw 2 cards? Like, that's a pretty good way to like try and flip the game here, right? So I put Tenacity into my soul, keep this in my hand, and then I can flip this for free because Herald's been put into my soul, and then I can attack, get rid of the last card in my soul to draw 2 cards, and then throw another Herald to like try to get it going. We've seen 2 Cadaverous Contrabands, all 3 Command and Conquerors, and a Nourishing Emptiness. I don't hate this play. I think I'm going to go for the Halo play. Limit testing time? What do you mean, Callier? I'm not sure what you mean. Let's go get protection here. I think that's fine. Why Figment of Triumph right there, Vijith? Why would we not get... Why would we not get something else? We want to save the... We want to save the -1, right? For when we need it for something? Like, that's a better play, right, Vijith? Oh, and just try to figure out what we're doing? I mean, yeah, that's fair. I think we're better off to pitch this. And let's just draw some cards here. And then we can pitch the Figment of Judgment to throw Herald of Protection. And then, I mean, yeah, that's fine. If they want to draw a card, that makes sense here. I mean, we can't fetch it anymore, but like... While we can't fetch it anymore, I still think it's okay, though, right? Like, we can't stop them from having a popper here, but, like, there's only a couple left, right? Like, if they go to activate Kasai here... This hand blocks terribly. Absolutely terribly. I mean, if we flash in the Triumph here... God, this is awful. Jesus Christ, what a terrible hand to draw. Am I supposed to flash in Arclight, block with the Cataclysm here? Blocking with boots actually makes sense. I can flash in the Arclight here as a reaction if they do something. I mean, blocking with boots, like, it doesn't really matter what they do here, right? Like, the blocking with boots is fine. Like they've played 2 Blade Flurries already, and like majority of their actions, like in the swing, is a second attack. And most of them are just playing like Blade Runners and stuff like that. So I think this is okay. I'm going to pitch the Angelic Wrath here. And then we can flash in ALS right here, right? And shut down their turn and buy another turn to like try to fight another day here. Because I mean, this hand's awful. Dude, I would love to get a comeback on this game right here. I won't even lie to you, bro. Like, being able to win this game would feel really good. Being able to win this game would feel really good. I think just taking a reset turn is perfectly fine here. Like, I think to Martin's point here, like, taking the reset turn is exactly what we want to be doing because Chief called and that hand ain't it, fam. I really wish we could attack here. Just to send 4 would be really good, but... I mean, am I supposed to just give up the... I mean, if I give up the hot streak here, like... So yeah, I mean, Soraya is just life. Am I supposed to block here and save it for the next one? Like, if I don't block here, I can go Triumph. I can pitch Cataclysm to play Triumph. And then after that, crack Gauntlet and throw Erudition for 7. I guess I'd want to lead on the Erudition if I was going to. I think it's better to block Cataclysm here and let this be life on the next attack. There's a lot of like really mental like thoughts that go into Prism here. Save it for next. Yeah, I also think like saving it for the next one is fine. Like I don't want to block that first one out, and this is going to be for 4. So like now just taking 4 is like where we want to be at. Or, I mean, I'm sorry, like losing our angel here, like this works out really well. Because technically it's not considered hitting. I mean, if we throw Goliath Gauntlet here, like and the Herald of Erudition, I think this is like a pretty good turn for that. And then we get to Arsenal the Triumph. Yeah, I mean, them using spoils just to get rid of my angel is like a big W for us, I think. I agree. I totally agree. So I've got to know who's on the Up Your Arsenal account. Like, who's actually on the account? Like, when you guys are like talking on the account in the chat, who's actually on the account? I'd like to know. Is it Dustin? I assume we have another defense reaction incoming here. Okay. It's unfortunate, but it's okay, I think. We can Arsenal the Triumph here. Nick and Dustin? Nice. I love it. I mean, my gut reaction here is to say no blocks. So this essentially blocks 2 either way, right? So like we can say no blocks and take 4, or we can block with the Cataclysm and take 3, and then we can take the 2. I think blocking with the Cataclysm is correct here. I like to imagine both of you typing at the same time, but you guys both have access to the account. I mean, that's fair. I get that. How many BOHH? BOHH. God, I don't play Prism enough. I'm like, what is BOHH, bro? I'm sorry, Martin. I don't know what that is. So I could have taken 4 or taken 2 right there, and I think it's better to take 2. So I'm gonna take 2 and go to 5 here. We could like be using the footsteps here. Probably not utilizing the footsteps enough, to be honest. I should have just blocked that for 3, right? Because I can pitch the War Tune. No, because it won't have go again. So I have to pitch like this. Oh, blood on our hands? Oh, Jesus. Looks like all of them. I've seen them pitch at least 1. Whoa. We got to do damage? Bro, what? That's kind of crazy here. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, because if they just have the blood on our hands, like, we're in a really bad spot. Triumph is pretty good. Ravages, War, Rebirth. Like, is there a card I want to get back here? I mean, I could get back the Herald of Erudition. Seems decent. Am I just supposed to flip here? Let's say no. I'm going to say no here. I mean, we did play a Cano earlier, and we did win that game. That one felt like a pretty good win to have, so. They might just also be trying to kill me with the last dominate attack. But they can't do that. So we could have gotten instead of getting Rebirth there. I don't understand how we can attack, though. Been watching for a while now, and I enjoy it. Well, John, thank you, man. I really appreciate that compliment. I appreciate you hanging out tonight. And sorry, I know Prism's definitely not my best gameplay, but I appreciate you being here and hanging out with us for sure. I think I'm going to say no blocks here. Living on the edge here a little bit. How could we flip and attack last turn? The art is really good on Prism. Oh, right. So it would have flipped on this turn, right? But it wouldn't have, like, we wouldn't have been able to do it last turn. Am I pitching Herald of Ravages to block 1 and then give the Figment of Rebirth here and then throwing Erudition? Is that the play here? We're going to keep the protection, I think. Oh, we were floating too? Man, I completely missed that. I appreciate the good catch, but yeah, I completely missed that. I did not notice that we were floating too. So on our turn... We're going to hope they don't have a Pauper here. Like, there's at least one more Nourishing in the deck. Hopefully there's not like a D-React or something in Arsenal. I mean, we are at 3, so like the Nourishing can just kill us at some point. If we don't have a soul. Man, losing the Warrior is going to feel bad because I feel like that's like a pretty good matchup for this deck. Like Warrior's supposed to be a really good matchup, but I feel like I'm definitely not playing it like peak. Also, like my opponent has played 7 Paupers in their Warrior deck, which is kind of surprising. Yeah, please no Pauper. Yeah, please no Pauper. All right, no D-React. Take it on the chin. I mean, I just kind of feel like this person came to beat Prism. Like, I don't know, like their Paupers have also lined up insanely well for them this game, which has been very bad for me. And this hand blocks like absolute garbage. Yeah, I mean, they probably have Arsenal here in hopes of like trying to kill me with it. That makes a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense if that was like their play pattern here. I mean, we have to block this. I can't just say no blocks on this. But if they do have it here, I am dead. Because, well, no, they still have attacks over there. Like, this is just going to be for 6, but I think I'm still dead here. Because we don't have Halo up. No, they're just going to pass. Okay? I think we're just going to pitch the other one to the Rapture here. God, this kind of makes me want to sit and play Prism off camera. Like, and just, like, learn Prism a little bit. It's crazy that they still have, like, reacts and stuff, like, through the course of, like, this game. Like... I mean, I guess I have Soul Shield. Getting Soul Shield into Arsenal this turn would be really good. I mean, yeah, this has been a weird game. Like, I don't think I've ever played against a Warrior. I've never seen a Warrior deck that has ever been so prepared to play against Prism, ever. Like, and it's funny because it's like, Prism's not a popular deck, and like, it's like a, I mean, it is a popular deck, but it's really not. And like, I don't know, like, oh God, we're just super dead here. I mean, they should have, I guess they made the gold off of Kasai right there, so we're just like Omega dead here, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I guess you can actually make it to where it can attack additional time now. Wild. So we're going to say no blocks. Go to 1. That's it. That is it, fam. We have nothing else left. I mean, just for the memes. Actually, I mean, can we get out of this alive? Oh no, because it's when the combat chain closes? Omega Dead, my garage death metal band. Homie picked one matchup he absolutely refused to lose. That is very accurate. So I mean, yeah, we don't have ward or anything that we could do here. Big Sag. Interesting game. I mean, so the funny part about this game is like, honestly, like I don't even think that even with all of the poppers and all of the tech that my opponent had, I don't think they win that match against a good Prism player. Like, and I say that like because I'm not a good Prism player. Like I don't run from that. Like I am like a very like this was definitely like a learning to play Prism night for me. And I have enjoyed it. Like the Prism deck is a lot of fun. I enjoyed OG Prism a lot back in the day. I really liked OG Prism, and like I think this Prism is a lot of fun. I've just never taken the time to like. I played her quite a bit when release of Dust Till Dawn came out to see if she was broken, and like there wasn't really much there. So I don't know. Like I think Prism's fun and cool, but like I just don't think like I don't know. I'd rather just play Guardian or like an aggro deck if I'm just being entirely honest with you guys. I do think I'm going to call tonight for the stream. Right there. Let's see. Is Auras a viable strat with new Prism? Yeah, so like the deck I'm playing has like a pivot like plan. Like it doesn't play like Luminaris, or I'm sorry, it doesn't play Iris of Reality, but it is on like a Prism style, or like it is on like an Aura style plan. I think that if there is a Prism deck in the top 8 at LA, it's going to have both Iris and it's going to have the Herald build, because I think it's necessary, if I'm being honest. I think somebody will figure out how to do the swap, like pivot between Iris and Lag. I think that'll be the play. But yeah. So guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. I know that like this wasn't exactly like the top 1% of like, you know, Prism gameplay, but I appreciate you guys being here. I do enjoy the deck, and I think it gives me something to work on and kind of like, you know, look at behind the scenes and kind of test a little bit to make sure that I'm more familiar with the deck, so that if I do play against it come ProQuest season, I'm ready to play it and I have a better understanding of what it's up to. Let's see. There will not be a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so I'm playing at my armory. Saturday, though, Talishar tournament time, baby. If you guys are not registered for the Talishar tournament and you have nothing going on Saturday and you want to play in a free-to-play tournament, it's going to be a tournament that's held in my Discord. If you don't know how to find that, you can hit !Discord in any of the chats that you're watching right now, and you're more than welcome to join the Discord even if you don't want to play in the Talishar tournament. But the Talishar tournament, we got like 23 people right now, I think there's like 23 people right now. I haven't checked to see if anybody registered while I was streaming, but I think that we're at 23 right now. So if you guys want to play in a free-to-play Talishar tournament, like it's everybody hanging out in my Discord having a good time. It's really like an armory with friends, except the prizes are first gets to pick between the two prizes. I have a Flicker Trick playmat and a Cold Foil Techlocore from Skirmish season. So those are the two prizes that we're giving away for the tournament. So if you guys want to come hang out, playing Saturday, you can find instructions in the Discord. And again, you can hit !Discord to find that. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys, and I'll see you on Saturday.